Hi everyone, hope you're okay. So it's that time of the month again to do my January favourites. I know that we're already a couple of days into February, so apologies about that. I feel like I haven't done one of these videos for ages. I think it's because I didn't really do like a December one. So I feel like I've got a lot of stuff to kind of get through and tell you what I've been loving this month. So I'm going to start off, I'm going to separate it into some sections, and I'm going to start off with this skincare section because I've been really getting into my skincare this month because my skin, particularly at the start of January, went through a really dodgy phase. I just kind of had like a really bad breakout, and I've noticed that my skin, now that the weather's gone really cold, my skin started to go quite dry, so I've been kind of looking at different ways on how to kind of help not only the breakouts but also to kind of keep it feeling like nice and moisturised too. And probably one of my definite favourite things this month is my Clarisonic. Now you're probably wondering, when did I get this? Because I didn't mention it in my Christmas video or like my 2011 favourites or my latest haul video, and that is because my boyfriend went and bought it for me, which was obviously really nice of him. I've got the Clarisonic Plus, and it's basically the same as the Clarisonic Mirror. I think it's a little bit bigger, and it also comes with a body brush, which I haven't actually got around to using yet, but I really need to do that. And I've been using this for about 2 weeks, and I'm really liking it so far. I kind of, when I had my really bad skin breakout, I decided that I wanted to get a Clarisonic because I kind of thought that it might help me out because I'd heard so many good things about them. I mean, I know that I can't really give a proper review of this until I've been using it. I'd probably say for like a couple of months. I mean, it's like that of all skincare, you kind of don't see good results in about 6 to 8 weeks. So, but yeah, I've been using it for 2 weeks so far, and I'm really liking it. I feel that my skin is really clean and really soft. Whenever I use it, it's kind of getting rid of all the makeup. One of the downsides is that when you have fake tan on your face, it doesn't last as long at all. But I'm really liking it. So as I mentioned before, I had been suffering with some breakouts at the beginning of the month, and usually my favourite thing to use when I've got a few spots is Creme, and I kind of feel that sometimes Creme works really well and then other times it doesn't. So I was kind of thinking I really want a new kind of spot cream or gel that would really work, because I kind of just felt everything else that I had and what I was using just wasn't working at all. So I'd seen quite a lot of reviews and some videos on the Orgins Super Spot Remover, and this is a blemish treatment gel. You've probably all heard of it because it's been mentioned on quite a few different popular YouTubes and blogs, and it comes in a really tiny bottle. But yeah, I mean, this little bottle here is £12, which is kind of a ridiculous amount for a tiny little bottle, but it really does work. When I did have my massive breakout, this really helped clear all my spots, and whenever I feel one coming or I've got one, I kind of put it on, and it depends really. Like sometimes spots go overnight and then other times it takes a couple of days for them to go, but they go in a lot quicker thanks to this. And also you can put it on under makeup, you can't tell. So that's really good too, because obviously with Creme you can kind of only put that on at night. You can't really put it on in the day under makeup or whatever. So yeah, I'm really liking that. You can get this from like Boots. I got mine from John Lewis because I had still some money left on my John Lewis voucher from Christmas, so I had like a couple of pounds off it. So yeah, that's the Orgins Super Spot Remover, so I'm really liking that, and it's kind of been a little bit of a lifesaver this month. Another kind of thing that I've been kind of exploring into is serums, and I've been really liking this month the Earle Superskin Concentrate. Yeah, it's just called the Superskin Concentrate, but it's basically a serum for your skin. Again, when I was going through my breakout, I noticed that my skin has got quite dry lately, and I kind of felt that it needed a bit of moisture put back into it. And I've always kind of stuck away from kind of serums and oils because I thought I've got oily skin, so I don't need to use them. But actually, if you have oily prone skin, this stuff can be really good. So I don't use this every night because I think my skin would just be overloaded if I use it every night, and I tend to use it about once or twice a week. And I just tend to put like a pump in my hand, warm it up, and then put it all over my face. And I've been using this probably since the 1st or 2nd week in January, so probably about 3 weeks now, and I've not broken out from it. And I think that if I was going to break out, I probably would have done already, so that's really good. And it's kind of moving on to kind of body care, I know that I've mentioned this product before. I think I mentioned it in my 2011 favourites, but I've been using this month, and I just kind of had to include it because it's really, really good, and that is the coconut body butter from the Body Shop. I got a couple of tubs of these for Christmas, and I've almost finished this one, as you can see, but I've been using it for probably about 3 weeks, and I moisturise twice every day, so it's kind of lasted quite a long time, and a little really does go a long way with this. It's probably one of the best moisturisers I've ever used. Yes, it is quite pricey, but I think it's completely worth the money, and Body Shop online always seems to have offers at the moment. I got a tub last week for, I think it was £6 or something, so that was really, really good. So yeah, I mean, I've kind of noticed, like, usually, because I'm moisturised twice a day, I like to feel that the moisture has kind of stayed in my skin, if that makes sense. And when I've moisturised, like in the morning, late at night, my skin still feels really, really moisturised and really, really soft. And I feel that my fake tan has been lasting a lot longer and fading a lot more evenly thanks to this. So I really, really love this, and I completely would recommend picking up one of these. I'd maybe also skincare wise, fake tan, I've been really liking the Tropez Gradual Tan Everyday Body Moisturiser in the colour medium to dark. I don't know if they still have this sale on, but Tropez online had all their Christmas sets reduced to half price, and I know that they did that in Boots, but they seem to have a lot more choice on the Tropez site, and I managed to get a set, I think it was called like the Glowy set or something, and it came with a face tanner and a body tanner, which are the medium to dark ones, and then it also came with an illuminator, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. And it was £15, and I thought that was just a bargain, because this on its own should have been £14, so you got about, I think it was about £40 worth of stuff for 15, and it was also, I think it was really cheap delivery, and it came the next day, so that was really good. But yeah, I've been really liking this because Tropez probably is one of my favourite kind of high brand fake tans. I feel that it really, really works well for me, and just by popping a little bit of this on, like, you know, a few days after I've put a tan on, it kind of really helps keep my tan looking really nice, and it doesn't smell, it doesn't feel sticky. Like, usually I like to put a fake tan on before I go to bed, but this you can put on in the day and put your clothes on, and it just feels like a normal moisturiser. So I'm really liking this. So moving on to makeup, so foundation wise, I've been really liking the Jemma Kid Makeup School Light as Air foundation. I got this the very beginning of January, and I've just put a blog post up which I'll link down below. I got the shade 03, which is light to medium, which is when it's a little bit too light for my skin, but it doesn't really matter. I should have really got shade 4, but it's always hard to kind of work out online what kind of shade you're going to be. I just really like it. It's just a really nice foundation. It's not too heavy. It gives you medium coverage, and it really kind of gives you almost like an airbrushed effect. So I'm really, really liking, enjoying that, and it works really well with like my Estee Lauder double wear. I've been kind of mixing the two of them together, and it works really, really nicely. I've been really liking my first Nars product, which is Laguna. I've kind of not been using any other bronzers since I got this, which I think says a lot. It's just a really, really pretty kind of golden light bronzer that kind of just gives you a really nice kind of sun-kissed look. Liquid eyeliner, I've been kind of getting into liquid eyeliner again this month. I have, some days I wear like a lot of eyeshadow and other days I don't, and when I don't, I tend to just put on a bit of liquid liner on the upper lashes, and I've been really liking the Body Shop's liquid eyeliner to do that. It lasts a really long time, and I really like the brush. The brush makes it really, really easy to draw flicks, to do lines. It's really black, it's really pigmented, and it lasts all day, so that's really, really good. So definitely like that. I've kind of never really looked at the Body Shop makeup before, but I got a couple of things for Christmas, and I'm really, really liking them. Talking of eyeshadows, I've been really liking this brush from the No.7 range. And to me, it kind of looks a bit like the 217 from MAC. I kind of needed a new eye makeup brush because mine's a little bit old, and it's got really, really rough, and it kind of was hurting my eyes. And I got this when they were doing the £5 off No.7 vouchers. So I think this was something like £2.75, which is an absolute bargain. And it's called the Eyeshadow Blend and Contour Brush, and it's basically just like a blending brush. Like I said, it's very similar to the MAC 217. It is just really, really soft, and it's just really, really fab. I'm really, really liking this at the moment. It just kind of gives a really nice effect. It's great for blending, it's great for just patting on the colour. So yeah, really, really liking it at the moment, and I'm sure that whenever there's the next kind of £5 off, I'll go and get another one, because it's definitely one to stock up on. And then, like I mentioned before in the Tropez kit, I've been really liking the Tropez Skin Illuminator in Rose. I've been really kind of liking the dewy, kind of more natural makeup look this month, and I've kind of even stopped kind of wearing powder with my makeup to kind of give me a bit more of a dewy finish, and I've been kind of mixing this in with my foundation, which is the Jemma Kid one, to just give a bit more of a dewy base, and I'm really, really liking it. I'm always a bit wary of liquid highlighters because I'm scared they're going to break me out, because MAC Strobe Cream breaks me out and I always have to use it on areas that I don't get spots. But I've been using this for a good couple of weeks now, and I've not had any breakouts, so that's obviously fine. And it's the colour Rose. It's kind of got like a bit of a pinky sheen to it, so it works really well, kind of like pink blushes. But it's just a really, really lovely product. It smells really nice, it works really well, it makes you look really nice and dewy. And it's light, it's not too heavy, and it doesn't clog up your skin, so really, really liking that. Definitely would recommend checking out the Tropez website if you haven't already, to see if they've got any more of those kits left, because they are seriously such a bargain. And then finally onto nails. I usually like to include a couple of nail products in my favourites, and this month's my favourite nail products come from China Glaze. The first one is this No Chip top coat, and I got this for Christmas in my stocking, and I've been absolutely loving it. Just dropped it. It is, I really like the China Glaze kind of top coats. I used to have the 2-in-1, I think it was base coat and top coat or something like that. So yeah, this is basically just a top coat, and I've noticed that my nail varnish has been lasting a lot longer. I don't really know about this nail varnish, but I've used it on a couple of, I think I've used it on a Barry M and a Model's Own nail varnish, and they lasted about a week with no chips, which I think is really, really impressive. It's really been working. It makes your nail varnish last almost a week. That was on me anyways, it might not be the same, but I'm really liking it. It's definitely one of the best top coats that I've used in a long time. And then probably my favourite polish of the month has to be Flip Flop Fantasy from China Glaze. It is just the most gorgeous kind of neon corally pink. I kind of would describe this as a neon version of Flamingo Pink from Barry M. It's kind of got that kind of corally orange toned pink. But I just really like it. It's just such a gorgeous colour, and I've been really liking it to kind of brighten up my nails in this cold weather. So it's definitely making me want summer to come a little bit faster, and I think it is just going to be absolutely gorgeous for the summer. I think it's going to be fantastic for like a holiday nail colour. So that's it. That's my kind of my January favourites. So hopefully it wasn't too long. I haven't waffled on too much. So yeah. So remember, if you have any requests for tutorials, I kind of want to do a couple more tutorials. I've got a couple planned, but I'm always willing for requests or just kind of general videos, then please let me know. Apart from that, I hope you will have a brilliant day, and I'll see you soon. Bye!